Imagine a new teammate, one who works 24/7, figures out what you need before you do, and just gets complex projects done flawlessly. That's the big promise of AI agents. But is it a promise that can actually be kept, or is it just the latest tech hype? Well, today we're going to break it all down. And this isn't some far-off science fiction. Just picture it. An AI that doesn't just write a bit of marketing copy for you, but actually builds the entire campaign, runs all the tests on its own, and then launches it across the globe while you are asleep. This is the real shift we're talking about, from an AI that suggests things to an AI that does things. And this isn't some niche idea either. I mean, the big tech research firm Gartner is predicting that by 2026, a staggering 40% of all enterprise applications will have these AI agents built right into them. To put that in perspective, that is a massive leap from where we are right now, which is less than 5%. So this isn't some slow, gradual change. It's an explosive shift from just exploring AI to automating with AI at a massive scale. So that leaves us with some pretty big questions, right? What even is an AI agent really? And how much of this is real potential versus just, hype? Let's unpack it. So first up, to really get what all the buzz is about, we need to look at the incredible promise of what people are calling agentic AI. It's all built around this core idea that AI can actually have agency, the power to act on its own. But okay, before we get too carried away with what the future holds, let's ground ourselves in reality for a second. What is an AI agent today? And just as importantly, what isn't it? Okay, so at its heart, an AI agent is basically a software program powered by a large language model. Yep, the same kind of tech that's behind tools like ChatGPT. But here's the difference. Instead of just spitting out text, it can take a big, high-level goal, figure out all the steps it needs to take on its own, and then actually go and do them. And that is the absolute key difference here, this shift in roles. An assistant is a tool you use, kind of like a calculator, just waiting for you to type in the numbers. But an agent is more like a teammate that works for you, taking the initiative to see a job through from start to finish. And let's be honest, the idea of an autonomous program just making its own decisions and taking actions on your computer, it can be a little unsettling. It really requires a huge leap of trust, and that's the source of some very real human concern. And this anxiety isn't just a vague feeling. The numbers really back it up. We're seeing that over half the workforce is worried about AI's impact. A huge chunk of employers are already planning for a smaller headcount because of it. And maybe most telling, a huge majority of employees feel completely unprepared for what's coming. All of this has led to a couple of really powerful trends. The first is techno-stress. That's that constant anxiety of having to learn new, complicated tech just to keep your head above water. And the other is FOBO, which is the fear of becoming obsolete. It's that deep down fear of being left behind by all this change. So the big question is, how do we get from the simple assistants we have today to this future of truly autonomous agents? Well, Gartner actually laid out a whole 5-stage roadmap that shows how this evolution is probably going to unfold over the next few years. And this roadmap is really fascinating. It starts with the kind of simple assistants we're already seeing pop up in our apps. Pretty soon, they'll evolve into agents that specialize in one complex task. Then they'll start collaborating with each other, first inside a single app, and then across your entire digital life. And the final stage? A whole new normal where any of us can just create a custom agent whenever we need one. Now, this roadmap isn't just a technical forecast. It's really a blueprint for how the very nature of our work is about to fundamentally change. We're talking new rules of the game and the need for entirely new roles. Get this. Some research suggests AI is on track to free up more than 120 hours for every single employee every single year. That's like getting 3 full work weeks of your time back. But here's the real kicker. The true value here isn't just about saving time. It's about what we do with that time. When AI agents start handling the what and the how, we finally get freed up to focus on the why and, what's next. And this shift is creating a whole new category of really high-value jobs. I mean, just think about it. Roles like AI governance lead or AI product manager barely even existed a few years ago. Now, they're becoming critical, highly paid positions.
At the same time, we're seeing this thing called the great flattening. As AI automates all the admin tasks, scheduling, tracking projects, the need for that traditional middle management role is actually shrinking. But in its place, the demand for true human leadership, coaching, inspiring, guiding teams, that is absolutely exploding.
So this all leads us to what is probably the most critical question in this whole AI-driven world. With machines doing more and more of the work, what is the unique, irreplaceable value that we humans bring to the table?
Well, it turns out that as AI handles more of the technical and transactional stuff, our most human skills, they become our greatest professional assets. Things like empathy, ethical judgment, strategic communication, and complex problem solving, these are becoming the new premium in the job market.
So the bottom line is this. This isn't a story about humans being replaced by machines. It's a story about human capabilities being amplified by them. It's about technology handling the routine so that we can focus on the remarkable. And so, that leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. As AI gets its own hands to do the work, how will we choose to use ours? What problems will we decide to solve? What kind of future will we choose to build?